Hello and welcome to the Athlete First Media Podcast. Today I'm joined by two Foxcroft Academy pony football players, Griffin Caruso and Aiden Harvey. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Obviously, I think there's no better place to start than the ending of last year, which has been the same for the past 2 years for you guys.
Yeah.
It's been Wells in the state game, in a game that for a portion of it felt like it was very controllable.
Yeah.
Last year, obviously, the final score may not indicate that, but the first half for you guys were right in it. Talk about what the end of last year was like for you guys.
You go.
Okay. The end of last year, we
we knew the controllables of the game. We knew what we could control and what we couldn't control. And honestly, we knew that they were a really good team, and we knew that they were a similar team to the team that we played the year before in states. They just had a really good team with a bunch of good guys, and I think we matched up pretty decent against them. It's just they
were the better football team.
they were the better football team that day. And honestly, that whole week, our preparation was really good. Most of it for offense was like passing the ball, like getting using our receivers and skill guys like for a majority. And we got the states, and it was just like windy and rainy, which is no excuse, but like
it just throws
it just threw off our whole game plan. It kind of messed it up a little bit, but
yeah.
Well, and it felt like that second half they played a perfect half. I mean,
yeah,
they did.
They played perfect football that game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of what happened like the year before too. I mean,
Yeah.
it was but the year before was more heartbreaking than last year.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was rough.
They just again it felt like the second half for them is like where they thrived, and it just
they just explode. They're a second half team. I mean,
for sure.
To be fair, like for most of the season, I think we kind of identified ourselves as a second half team in the regular season.
For sure.
Yeah, but they just exploded out in the second half, and there's sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. They had the lead, and it was just kind of do or die at that point. So
yeah, I want to hear your guys' opinions because you guys the past couple of years, I mean, past couple you go a lot more than that, but it has been like really dominant regular seasons for you guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How hard has it been? But I mean, by the time you get to like a state game where you have to play someone who's as good as Wells, how hard is it to like adjust your brain to that? Because I have to imagine it's at least somewhat difficult. As much as you want to say you can do it, right? I mean, you obviously want to be like, yeah, I can do it. Right? Like we can do this. Like, but how difficult is it to be like? It's got to be like a shock to the system to be like.
Yeah. I mean, we try to come into every single week with the same exact mindset. On any given Friday, anything could happen. So
yeah.
We stay locked in all throughout the season, no matter who our opponent is. But it's definitely different knowing that you're playing for a gold ball, and Wells was late. So
I also think that it was really hard with our group because like for like our expectations every year are obviously like win a state championship. Like it's really we have really high expectations, and just like with our group of kids, like we've been playing since. I mean, I moved here in 8th grade, but all these like the chemistry on our team is just like so good. Like it's awesome. Everyone grew up together playing, and just like moving here, like I like fit in really well, I think, with the team. I get along great with everyone. But I think it was a really hard change because like that group of guys that have played together, it's like the first time we've like played varsity football together since 8th grade too, because we had a really stacked team my freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah, not many of us got minutes as underclassmen.
There was only a few underclassmen that actually got some minutes, and just like playing together again, it was just like weird and different. It was just kind of hard because like it was basically like I mean it wasn't our first time like going to a state, but like it was our first time going to states and playing. Like we didn't know what to expect, and like the energy's different.
For sure. Well, and again, like you guys like were the hunted all year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the target was squarely on your back every game you played.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And a lot of teams came in scared. I mean, self-admittedly, I think a lot of people would say that they came in scared coming in to try and play you guys because they knew that they had to play kind of perfect to beat you guys. And then you get to a state game like that where Wells is the reigning champions. So now no longer are you the hunted, but the hunter. It's a completely different mindset.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And then for you guys, obviously, like you mentioned too, I think is interesting because of how good the teams have been the past couple of years. Griffin, you got time 2 years ago, but last year was the first year getting regular reps. What was that like for you?
It was an adjustment for sure. but I felt comfortable in the position where I was because I know, I got the guys around me to succeed, and the coaches are always going to put me in a position to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out of my comfort zone the first few weeks, but I got used to it pretty well.
Sure.
Yeah, we got a really good group of guys that are always there to support me. So my quarterback coach, Austin CV, he calls our plays. He's got my best interest in mind every time we go out there.
Yeah, I think you have an interesting perspective too, because I mean, again, when you're beating people as much as you guys have beaten people in the regular season the past couple of years, it's a weird adjustment for you, especially when you get to a state game and
Yeah.
you're asked to pass the ball significantly more than you had to, because when you're up 30, you're not going to pass all over a team. You know, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
you're just going to run it. So
Yeah,
it
you're
had to
gonna
be an
keep the
adjustment
ball.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it was an adjustment for sure. We throw the ball more than most teams, I think.
For
I like
sure.
to think
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
We're pretty well balanced, but definitely against Wells, we had to rely on the receivers a little bit more than we did prior to then, and yeah, I mean we
Well,
saw how that went.
yeah. Well, I mean, you obviously, I mean, like even when you weren't passing in the season, you'd have somebody break away wide open down the sideline, and you got a free touchdown. So it's
Exactly.
quick. So
Literally.
different types of drives, right? A more sustained drive. It's just
Yeah.
completely different football that you have to play. So I can't even imagine the adjustment that must be playing all regular season. Like, not that it's easy, but it
Yeah.
looks real easy from the sidelines. There's got to be a quite the adjustment when you get to a game like a Wells, where it's
Exactly.
much more
Exactly.
difficult.
Playing a much better team, and like with all the like they have every piece of the puzzle for their roster. Like they didn't have one weak link.
Yeah, and
It
they're just
was
like
tough.
consistent powerhouse too. I mean, they
Yeah.
just
Oh
like
yeah.
rotate too.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to hear, like, now that we got a little bit of the past out of the way, what does this season look like for you guys? I mean, a lot. The past couple of years have been a lot of turnover. I mean, obviously, like you said, that basically that whole team between you guys' sophomore and junior year flipped. I mean,
Yeah.
skill positions wise, and so going into this year, obviously you lose a couple more, but there's a whole lot more continuity going into this year than going into last year. So what can you say about this year?
Yeah. This year we're moving back up to Class C.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be different. Our travel schedule's a little bit farther.
A little
A
bit.
little bit.
Brutal.
But we like to say rosters change, but expectations don't. You know what I mean? We've been talking about it since June. Our goal is to play in the last game of the season on November, whatever it is, 17th. So yeah, we don't. Our mindset's always the same coming in the season. We expect to be competing for hardware at the end of the year, and I think we're in a good position to put ourselves back in that spot.
Aiden, what you say about
Yeah, I
for
mean,
you?
I gotta agree with. I mean, I agree with all that, but we have a lot of returning starters this year coming back for year two, and
Yeah.
some of them even year four. Like our middle linebacker Finn Holmes, he's started since he's a freshman.
Yeah.
So it's just like he's a freak. I gotta say he's a
Like
freak.
it's a no.
Yeah,
For sure.
but I feel really confident. Like we got what is it, 4 or 3 out of our 5 returning linemen.
Yeah.
Starting line for our O line, we have 3 out of
That's huge.
5, and one of them, I think he's coming in to my apartment soon. His name's Cam Rounds. He moved. He went to Central and he moved here this year. He played baseball and he's played tackle his whole life.
Okay.
So
So
he
it was
took 2 years off of football when he was in Corinth, but now he's back
I was
and
gonna say, where the heck is he going for football if he's
he
playing for
doesn't.
Corinth?
Yeah, he doesn't.
No, but that was definitely a huge pickup. I think it'll be a really good year for us.
What is it like to have the expectations? Because I mean, again, you guys had that expectation. I think if you're gonna knock it down, because I pulled up the standings because I wanted to know the exact teams that were in the bracket, because there's been so much shakeup with everything in the past
Yeah.
year. Obviously, like the Oceansides, the Hermans of the world, and then obviously Wells
Yeah.
is in C with you guys. So what does that look like for you guys? How do you approach this new schedule? This is vastly different than what your regular season schedule would have looked like last year, right? I mean, you're
It
going to
is.
play
Yeah.
significantly better competition. The first game of the year is against Herman.
Yeah. I mean, what do we have? 2 or 3 teams on the schedule that we've never seen before.
Yeah, we have
Greeley, York. So a whole bunch of
Brutal
those
drive.
squads, we have no idea what to expect, but we'll get them on film the week before. But I mean, Herman, we played Herman last year. They're always tough.
Yep.
They're always a tough beat.
Yeah.
Oceanside is, I mean, another tough win.
That's just a hard game just to go.
You know what I mean? We
drive
they
3 hours
and they play so like this, like
yeah,
beat you up type of
they
style.
play good football.
Yeah. So we have to approach every week like it's a must-win week, and I mean, I don't like taking losses, but I don't know.
Fair.
We'll see how it goes. I don't want to take a loss.
I mean, I think we still have the same expectations going into the season.
Yeah.
As we have in previous years, even with higher competition. I mean, I've talked about it with Coach White. Like, our captains have talked about it with Coach White. We
Yeah.
have the same expectations. We want to go and win and play our best football and play our football.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, a lot of these teams also they're gonna have a whole lot of new players. I mean, if the one that stands out to me is obviously Herman brings back a lot of their team as well, so that
Yeah,
has to be interesting because you guys are
Yeah.
both bringing back a whole lot of talent and
Yeah.
getting another
exactly.
year under your belts and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting with the new whole setup. How do you guys like approach game day? Is it any different, or is it like knowing that you kind of have to be a tiny bit sharper just because the competition's taken up a level, or is it just the normal? Here we go. We're gonna practice like we do every other time and prep the same way.
It's the normal routine. Had the same game day routine ever since I was in high school. At
Yeah.
least I don't know how far it goes back, but
Fair.
we don't like to change much, especially if it works. So we
Yeah.
have the same game day routine we used for Skowhegan preseason game last year. We used for Wells in the state championship.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
we don't like to change. We don't like to change stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think anything really changes like on the physical aspect of it. Like, I think we go and put our 100% on the field like we would do every game. Like,
Yeah.
nothing pregame changes, but I think definitely the mental side of it, everyone has to get a little more locked in, just because like you're gonna get competition every single
Yeah,
play compared to like just like some of the Class D North teams. I don't know. There was definitely like some lack of focus when
Yeah.
definitely some lack of
yeah,
focus when we were in D at some points.
And I can't blame you. I mean, I obviously understand you don't want that, but also I can't necessarily blame you when you're up 50 and
Yeah,
you have to still be on the
exactly.
field playing a game.
yeah. But I think it'll definitely hold us to a higher standard this year, just because like it's kind of like a wake up call. Like, if you don't get locked in, then like you're gonna get your bell rung and lose. Like,
Yeah,
Have you guys lost a regular season game in either of your careers thus far? One,
one
right?
when we were freshmen.
That's what I thought. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's what I thought. You got the shocker that happened in the
Yeah.
regular the one that
Well,
shouldn't have happened.
we got our get back that year. We beat them in the state game. So
That's fair. Okay, I want to look towards both of your futures because obviously as seniors, the next step is very
yeah,
close.
yeah,
What does the whole recruiting process look like? Are you guys looking to play college ball, or is no neither of you?
nah,
this is the last ride.
yeah. This is it.
Fair. Okay. So, what came into that decision? Just didn't want to have to deal with the crap that comes with it, or
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, like I used to like really want it, and then I don't know, it just kind of slowly died out. Like, I love high school football so much, like it's my
yeah,
favorite sport. But just
yeah,
like I think part of the reason I love it so much is because like I'm playing with like my best friends,
Yeah,
fair. That's fair.
and it's like I don't know, I just don't. I feel like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a waste of time, but like for me, it would be a waste of time knowing like I would go play and then like I wouldn't move on from there. Like, I know I
Yeah,
wouldn't. Like, I just
yeah,
don't fit the build, and I don't know.
yeah. No, I feel you.
yeah.
Griff,
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I don't. I'm realistic. How about that? I
Yeah.
don't.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm 5'6", so I don't think any college is looking to pick me
Yeah.
up.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
So then, what is the next outside of football? What is the next step look for like both of you? What are you guys looking to do? Do you know?
go to a 4-year school of some sort. I don't know
Yeah.
what I'm gonna study yet, but
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm kind of the same route. I'm looking at UMaine and Husson a little bit. Yeah, that's really all I've really looked into.
yeah,
Fair enough. I mean, you got plenty of time, so it's not like you have
Yeah.
to
yeah.
pick anytime soon. What has the process been like for both of you to get here? Because I mean, obviously, you've been doing a lot to get to this moment, one last ride. What does the process look like for both of you behind the scenes? Not necessarily on what people see on game day, but behind the scenes.
So like it's been the same thing for like the past 4 years. Like, we got summer workouts
Yeah.
the day school gets out until
2 weeks.
2 weeks off period. Like, every single year, it's at 6 a.m. every morning. Everyone, if you're not there,
I swear,
if you're not there, you don't play.
Wow.
So it's definitely intense, but it's definitely worth it because it's set us aside from the other teams
Yeah,
For
that
sure.
we've played. But it's definitely been a grind for the past 4 years,
Yeah.
and I've loved every bit of it. Is I mean, as much as it sounds like it sucks getting up at 5:30, which it does, It does when it hits you. It's so much fun though. I if I could go back to the beginning, you wouldn't say the same thing. But if I could go back to the beginning of the summer and do summer lifts all over again, like I would. They sucked, but like it was just so much fun, like being with everyone and just like being with the team. But um, honestly, like everything's just I feel like kind of been building since we've been freshmen, and
Yeah.
I think it's kind of been known that we've got a good group of guys since I moved here. Like
Yeah.
it was known that we had a good group of guys coming up, and I just feel really good about this year.
It's a little bit different for me. I've grown
Fair.
up here. You know, me and this group of seniors have been playing together since second grade. Most of us, every
Yeah.
single fall, except for the COVID fall, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can't speak for the rest of them, but I feel like I've come to terms with, knowing that this is going to be our last ride together. We'll see how I feel at the end of the season because I'm sure it'll be different. I've always tried, like football is important, but football is not life. You know what I mean? I tried to prioritize spending time with my friends outside of sports as well. So I'll still have that. We're still an unbelievably close group of guys that
Yeah.
yeah. So
But how do you guys both like how do you approach a season like this that knowing it's gonna be your last? I mean, it has to be like bittersweet, right? I mean,
yeah.
the
It's
prep for it's got to be weird too
yeah,
because you're just like knowing that every you're having every last first.
everything matters, everything counts. It's it was kind of build up. I mean, it was hard for me because like I had to get surgery on my shoulder in the off season. Yeah, so I was out like all winter. But like normally like me and like all the guys are like in the gym, like we're doing stuff for like prepping all winter long.
Yeah.
But like it's kind of an expectation that like you're doing something in the winter. Like if you're not playing a sport, like you're lifting or like you're doing something. But um but like we're a football school. Like
Yeah, for sure.
we got a couple players like we got Lucas Sands, like he's a baseball kid, like
Yeah.
you can't change that. But like everyone on the team, like besides a few, like we're football players. Like we're not
Yeah.
like we're multi-sport athletes, but like it's
Football players
football, like
first.
football
Yeah.
first. Yeah. So it's kind of been just like training for football and like the build up has kind of made it like better, like especially after the ending of last year.
Yeah.
It's just like a bitter ending, and like obviously no one wants that, and like it made us all want it more. Everyone's worked their tail off this off season in the whole summer,
Yeah.
but we're coming in hot, and it's I think it'll be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys make sure that you hoist the trophy at the end of the year? What do you guys think it's gonna take?
It's going to take
Everything.
yeah, everything's going to take all 42 guys on the roster. We like to say everyone has a role. So
Yeah.
even our freshmen that are just coming in, they're going to be just as big a reason as us two if we hold up that
Yeah.
trophy in November.
Which I didn't even realize it. This is kind of going off topic, but like
No, you're good.
I didn't even realize it like as a freshman and even sophomore when I didn't play. But like those younger guys like matter so much.
Oh yeah.
Like if you
Those look team guys, those scout team guys,
Yeah.
they replicate
yeah.
all of our opponents' offenses and defenses.
And this year we think I mean obviously moving up to Class C we have a bigger team, which honestly we didn't really expect going into this year, but I think we jumped from what do we have last year?
I
Like
think we had-
32
Yeah, I think
or
we had
something.
32, and now we're up 10 more guys to like 42
Yeah,
guys.
Holy crap.
which is like crazy for us because like the past what is it 3 or 4 years, like this is probably the most we've had like
Yeah,
within the
since
past.
I've been in high school,
Yeah,
we got a good group of freshmen.
my sophomore year with that big senior class,
Yeah.
like the 14 seniors, like I think we had 38. Like
Wow.
it's just weird having a lot of guys,
Yeah, I bet.
They all matter.
it's so nice. They all matter, and we're gonna need everyone's 100%. Like if we want that, like obviously every team's training for that, and like has that same expect. I mean, I hope they have the same expectations, but yeah, it's just gonna take everyone, and it's gonna take an extra 10% from everyone.
Yeah. Griffin, what do you say?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just banking off him. Every kid has a role, and that's the reason every kid gets a ring, right? It's not just the 22
Yeah.
starters. We all of us, all 42 of us, work our tails off all summer, all fall. So, yeah, we're all gonna need to contribute if we want to hold this goal ball up. I think it's not, and it's the coaching staff, our athletic trainer, everyone needs to
Yeah.
gel together. for this to happen.
And it won't be easy this year.
It's not going to be easy, but
No, certainly not.
No.
I want to hear some personal goals for both of you. I mean, obviously the overall goal is obviously again to win the state championship in the end of the year, be hosting that trophy in that last game. But what's some personal goals that you guys have set for yourselves?
Last year, I got hurt in the middle of the season, and I was out for 3 games of our regular season, and I finished second team, utility back, and that kind of just like stung a little bit because like I knew I should have got first team.
Yeah.
I think I should have got first team.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my goal this year, either like first team utility back or like linebacker, something along those lines. Yeah.
everyone on the team knows, and probably everyone that watches film knows that I'm not known as a rushing quarterback.
Yeah.
I had one rushing touchdown, and that was my only ever high school rushing touchdown. So this year, my goal is to get 3. I want 3 rushing touchdowns,
Okay.
which is, I mean, it's going to be hard because we have Finn Holmes and Landon Smith in the backfield. So
Yeah.
why would they give me the rock? But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
I mean, hey, always a chance to make a play happen, and
Exactly.
the play breaks down. So
Exactly.
okay, I want to jump into my favorite section because it usually takes about 25-30 minutes with one person,
Yeah.
so it's probably take a little bit extra time, but it's my favorite section, so I want to make sure I get it in. It's what I call the fun section. I need a better name for it, but here we are. It's a bunch of questions that kind of just like is like quick hitters from my side. You can take as long as you want, but So the first one is the best player you've both played with. You can have separate answers. They may be the same.
Bro,
we both know.
I really hope we both have the same answer.
Yeah.
Mine, without a doubt,
Caden
is Caden
Crawford.
Crawford.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
Yeah, Caden Crawford.
Yeah,
Just stud.
easily the best receiver I've played with. I think the definitely close second is Gage Beaudry.
Yeah, Gage Boder had a hell of a senior year when we were sophomores.
Yeah. Him and honestly Dave Shield. He was a really good lineman.
DJ
He was
Shield.
one of our best linemen, like probably ever to come out of FA.
I don't know all the history, but
I don't either, but he was
Okay.
yeah.
We'll say like give me like one that's like best outside of you two right now too that you play with right now.
that we play with.
Yeah.
On
right
the
now.
team,
Yes.
Probably Finn.
Finn Holmes is
Yeah.
the most versatile guy on our squad.
That's what I assumed, but
Yeah.
We had him running guard and on look team the other
she's
Yeah.
yeah, he's electric. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, best player you've played against. That's where it gets a little more
Ooh.
complicated. There's a lot more players
Like we've played against, or like since we've been in high school.
that you've played against. You could have played against them in like middle school. I don't care. But
Oh.
like the
I
best,
have one that comes to mind only because it's recent and it still
Eli
stinks.
Potter.
Eli Potter lit us up last year for Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah. On both sides of the ball. He had a pick, I think.
It was so hard to tackle him. He's just a big dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's an understatement.
Yeah.
Who's the hardest defender for you, Griffin? Would it be still Eli?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. Eli Potter. He was a really good middle backer. Max Hopkins was pretty solid.
He was pretty good. I don't really think I guess I never, now that you say it, I don't really think of defenders. Like
Fair.
I don't try to think of like good defenders. I think of good offensive players because everyone plays both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Who's been the hardest person that like, guarded you specifically, Aiden? Like you matched 1-on-1 with?
Probably I can't remember his name, but number 18 on Herman from last year. He was good. He was one of their studs. He was like one of their role players. He was good. Do you remember his name?
Test
He
my
grad
name.
he graduated, but
Yeah, I'm
he was,
horrible with names.
he was really good.
I'm also horrible with names. So okay.
Actually, no. Now that I think of it, playing Zeb Foster. I hate to say it, but
I believe that.
but playing defense against him and running the ball against him at where did he play? Safety?
Yeah.
That was tough.
Zeb Foster ran the alley like almost nothing I've ever seen at the safety
I
position.
believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Okay. The favorite player of all time for both of you. This is any level. It could be college, could be NFL, could be high school player that you loved while you were growing up, whatever it may be.
Okay, you go first.
And why?
Yeah, I know. I kind of got to think
And
about.
Yeah, and why?
Here you go. I'll just
He's taking a
What's up?
Phone call. What an idiot. My favorite player of all time, I would say, this is going to be a random one that not many of you guys know.
Okay.
CJ Beathard was the quarterback for Iowa.
Yeah.
Growing up when I was a little kid, I've always been a diehard Iowa Hawkeye. So
Okay, that's a brutal one to have to. I mean, great defensive team, but man,
yeah,
offensively, that's
it's a tough offensive watch. I'll say that.
I mean, recently, last year they were really good
We're
offensively.
always consistent.
You're always consistent and spit out tight ends.
We do spit out tight ends, but I mean, like I was out in Iowa for when typical Big Ten West game, beat Nebraska 13-10 on a last second field goal, and it was just like it was electric, but like such a slow paced game. And,
Oh yeah, I literally I went through a period where when sports betting first became legal, in Maine, I was like I wasn't like I'm not like I'm gonna put a whole lot of money on it. I'm gonna do like a dollar bet and just like for fun
see where it goes.
on a college football Saturday. I'm already watching all the games anyways, so might as well add a little spice to it.
Yeah.
Every time without fail, I bet the under on Iowa points.
Exactly. So it's what you got to do
every time.
every time.
What about you, Aiden?
Honestly, I've never really thought about it, but like one of the first guys to pop up in my head was Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Just,
I mean,
I
fair.
don't know.
I love his attitude.
He's
he's just such a fun guy to watch, and
I remember
seeing his whole story when he was a walk on at Oklahoma, and the whole thing is just an awesome story.
I remember watching his senior year, the game they played at Kansas.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean everyone's seen the clips, but I loved every second of it.
Did you are you guys both big college football guys? Do you watch a lot of college football?
I more than the NFL, and that's what I watch. Yeah.
Me too. So obviously, Griffin, yours is Iowa. Favorite team?
Yeah.
Aiden, what's your favorite team?
You know, I've always been a Tennessee guy.
Okay.
More recent in the past years.
I mean, they just had their quarterback transferred, so that didn't help anything.
Yeah, no, that was a big loss.
Griffin, for Iowa, you said obviously CJ Beathard being. Was it because he's the quarterback and you play quarterback, or it just happened to be CJ Beathard?
I think it just happened to be CJ Beathard. I mean, probably biasedly it was because he was the quarterback, but I don't know. A couple guys come to mind. I always loved watching Akram Wadley play too.
Yeah.
Desmond King was a really good cornerback. So I don't know. I just love Iowa football, I guess.
I love it. Favorite all-time teammate, and this does not have to be like because they were great, but the hope is that it's more of like they were just an awesome teammate.
Yeah, you go first.
I don't know.
We got a lot of glue guys. We got a lot of glue guys.
I mean, you can shout out more than one.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Well, I've played with so many people.
Definitely. Well, I mean, I haven't really, I guess. I think Aiden Sickler is definitely up there just because.
Aiden Sickler and Preston Hutchinson are the funniest duo of all time.
Yeah.
It's so hard to take them seriously.
I mean, I've always played on the same side of the ball as him for offense and defense. And just like, we're always just like chatting back and forth, like in between plays. Like it's just like a fun time.
Another hilarious kid is Henry Holman.
I was gonna say it.
Henry Holman is a glue
guy
for sure.
Explain
just
what's
hilarious. I mean, sometimes he's not even trying, but he just makes everybody laugh.
He's just everything he says. Just a good kid.
He's just a great guy to be around. When no one wants to be there at Monday morning, he's gonna be the one to make everyone smile.
Yeah. Honestly, Landon too. Landon Smith. He actually just walked in. He's in my room right now.
Nice.
him and Camerons. Yeah, he's good. I've played with him since I moved here in 8th grade. And I've told him this before too. Like when I first met him, I thought he was like the biggest a-hole ever. Like I did not like him. Yeah, I thought he was so cocky, and I told him that. Like this was recent, but like he's like one of my best friends now. Yeah. He's just fun to play with. Never in a bad mood.
Yeah, I mean you need those, especially on like a team that's going to be going for a championship like that.
Yeah,
because you can get way too serious way too quickly, and
exactly
then get lost in that. You need somebody who can just crack the ice real quick and make everybody laugh before a big moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Biggest mentor / inspiration. It could be the same person or it could be more than one.
Yeah, one kid that comes to mind mentor-wise for me is Austin Seavey. He's still our offensive coordinator, I guess, is his role he takes on. But I've like grown up with Austin Seavey. He's only a couple years older than me now, but watching him play quarterback and be able to lead his team, it's something I really aspired. I aspired to be like Austin when I grew up. He came in his sophomore year, and yeah, it was his sophomore year. Yeah, he came in halfway through his sophomore year and just immediately started winning football games, and he never really ended up losing. And so when I heard a couple years ago that he was going to join our coaching staff, I was ecstatic because his knowledge of the game, especially on the offensive side of the ball, is second to none. So
Really?
yeah.
Aiden, what about you?
For mine's probably as a receiver. Mine's probably Caden Crocker, just because like when I was coming in as a freshman, like he kind of took me in honestly, which was kind of weird for like a senior and a freshman.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really hang out with him a lot. I did now and then, but like every time, like I remember I still think about it. He changed like how I have my feet when I line up as a receiver, and like I think about it every time. But just like I don't know, him going into college, I don't know. I've always learned a lot from him, and
Yeah.
he's a good kid.
Who inspires the two of you, or like is the reason you do what you do, or the reason you work as hard as you do?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That is a great question. I
Take your
don't know.
time.
I would say one person that comes to mind for me is my grandfather,
Yeah,
because I mean, I wish I got his genetics. My grandfather played strong safety at the University of Iowa. That's why I'm such a diehard. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and so seeing like his work ethic, because to earn a scholarship in the Big Ten, it's not easy.
Yeah, no, not
And
at all.
then yeah, no, and then he seeing his work ethic was just unbelievable, because I know the process it takes to be able to start at a Power Five program like that.
Yeah.
And even nowadays, he's like my biggest role model, one of my biggest inspirations. Just like still, like he still, I don't know, he still pushes me to be my best. I mean, of course, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's just different with him.
No, I feel you.
He's probably more fit than I am at this point. He's like 75 and still reps out push-ups and sit-ups every day. It's ridiculous.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Okay, Aiden, what about you?
Mine's probably my dad. So like the whole like family like Harvey tree, like so it's like four generations. So it's like my dad went here, won a state championship. His dad went here, won a state championship, and then
Your great
my great grandfather won the first one from FA.
Holy.
So yeah, so it's kind of been like a big thing for like me moving back here. And I've just always looked up. I've always looked up to him. Like, he was a great football player. And back then they were like a heavy run like Smash Mouth football team,
Yeah, of course.
just like any '90s team,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah. Especially
just
in
like
Maine.
yeah
90s in
exactly.
Maine was just run through people.
92 Winslow was nuts.
Dear Lord, yeah.
We still watch
Yeah,
the
we have
92
you seen
Winslow
that? Have you
Black
seen that
Raiders.
highlight tape on YouTube?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
Okay, anyways, yeah, it's definitely him. He's the guy that keeps me going. He's always texting me, telling me to take my creatine and go to the gym and just that kind of stuff.
Love it.
But he's always asking about football, and he just wants me to be the best player I can.
Yeah. Are your since you live obviously on campus? Is your family still back in New Hampshire?
So it's kind of like all messed up. I mean, it's not messed up, but like it's kind of like all scattered everywhere. So
Got
like
you. Got you.
my dad went here, my mom went to Dexter.
Got you.
So it's kind of like a weird
Yep.
like
Rivalry.
rivalry. And then they split up when I was in like sixth grade or something. And then me and my mom moved back here, and my dad still lives in New Hampshire, but he has a
Gotcha.
camp on Sebec Lake.
Okay.
So he's always up, and like I see him like every weekend.
Gotcha.
It's kind of weird, but like my grand my mom's parents like live in Dexter. Everyone's still like in the area.
Okay. So you're not
Yeah.
like out in
No, no,
Dover by
no,
yourself.
no.
Okay, that's nice that you have your family
Yeah,
around still. Then.
yeah, yeah.
I have two more questions, and then I'll let you guys go.
All right.
So your best sports memory, which I could probably guess, but I'll let you say.
Yeah.
I would say winning a state championship my freshman year,
Yep.
but not that specifically. Getting to hug my brother and cry with my brother in that moment was special to me.
That's fair.
So that's definitely one of mine. I mean, it was obviously like really special to me, but I was still like really new at the time.
Yeah.
I was good friends with like everyone, but like I wasn't like I didn't have the same like connection with everyone that I did now. Like if I won a state, if we won states this year, like it would easily be my best memory, like going out senior year. But honestly, probably one of my favorite sports memories, like playing football here, is in 8th grade. We had the craziest team ever.
Oh, yeah, we were.
We went for points. We went 262-8.
Oh my
We
god!
let up 8 points, and my favorite memory is when we beat Bangor, and we I mean we let up 8 points, but like we won 8-12, and that was like the hardest game of the season.
Holy crap!
Yeah, but that was probably my favorite. That's where I like fell in love with football. I never turned back from that game.
Fair. Okay, this one is my favorite one to end on always, and you guys may have the same answer, and that's okay. But funniest current teammate, and then I'd love.
Aiden Sickler.
Yeah, we shouted out a couple of them earlier. Aiden Sickler, Preston Hutchinson, Henry Holman. They're all just goofballs.
Okay. And then obviously I want to hear previous ones as well, but I want to hear stories. So just
Oh
start
my
throwing out
gosh!
some
Can
stories.
we tell the
Don't get
story of
anybody in
Aiden
trouble.
Sickler today?
I'm gonna tell a story about
No,
Aiden
it
Sickler
wasn't
today.
trouble.
Okay.
Aiden Sickler has always had a thing. We don't have a hitch and go like in our route tree or in any of our concepts.
Yeah.
But he loves to just. He's like, I'm gonna run a hitch and go here. We're like, no, you're not gonna run a hitch and go. But today it was defensive practice, so he was playing cornerback, and we're like, let's get Aiden Sickler to bite on a hitch and go right now. And he didn't. We ran a hitch and go. Aiden Sickler did not bite on the hitch and go. But
And like
we still just like threw it up to him. Like he defended it well, and he yelled for the whole practice. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sitting on that." And then instead of trying to like intercept the ball, he just goes up and headbutts it. I don't understand his thought
it doesn't
process.
sound that funny, but like at
no, I can
practice,
imagine
like
in the moment it would be
it was
hilarious.
so funny. Like everyone's so intense for double sessions, and he just like jumps up. Like it was a hard throwing ball.
It was almost like, do you remember the silly salmon trend from a couple years ago? It was almost like silly salmon.
Yeah.
Yes. Just like squirt. I don't know.
Lord.
Let's see who else. Preston's such a funny kid. He's gonna be a sophomore this year. He just got cleared for the whole season. He was supposed to be out.
Oh.
With a knee injury, which is like a huge pickup for us.
Yeah.
But he's just such a funny kid. I'm trying to think of stories. There's no like big stories, but like he's just always got something to say.
They all just always know. They always know the right thing to say to make people laugh, even if it's like out of pocket and not politically correct.
Yeah, that sounds about right. What about previous years? Obviously, you're in the moment of this one. But...
Jaden Richard was.
Oh, that does not surprise me
he
at
was
all.
something else.
That does not surprise me at all.
So was it football where he got up in the morning, or was it baseball? No,
it was football. This is a crazy story. I still don't know how this happened.
So Jane lives in Charleston.
Okay.
So he's like 15 minutes away.
20 minutes, yeah.
You tell the story. I don't remember it.
I don't really fully understand how he did this, but Jaden, I guess, woke up in the middle of the night, like at 2 or 3 in the morning, and just decided thought it was just like a normal school day, and started driving to school at 3 in the morning, and he got all the way down Charleston Hill before he realized it was dark out, which is like. It's so funny to hear this.
Yeah.
But he's he's just, I don't know how he's that. I don't know how we didn't catch that earlier.
No, really, like
yeah,
like he didn't check his phone once.
No, didn't do anything. No, he woke up, showered, ate breakfast, like it was a normal school day at 3 a.m.
What?
Yeah, Jaden, he's an interesting kid.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Who else?
Yeah,
There's
there's
definitely some other goofballs.
Like our entire baseball team is just a whole bunch of goofballs.
Oh, I believe that. Yeah.
Ashton Dunham, and no one really takes baseball practice like we're supposed to be locking in, but we're out in the outfield shagging fly balls, talking about random stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, especially for most of you, since you play like football most of the year too. It's like you're like football is already wicked serious because you guys are.
It's a different vibe. I feel like Coach White had to figure that out too. It was you could definitely tell he's a football coach at heart, but yeah. You can't really yell and hype kids up for a baseball game like you can for football.
Yeah. Just like for example, last year, like we're all just shagging balls in the outfield. Everyone's taking BP and like hitting balls, and it's like who's up? It would be like Ashton up or something, and like someone would throw a ball off the field house wall and be like, "Dude, you just smacked one."
That's what we like to just throw our balls off the field house and act like they hit home runs.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's just so much fun though. All of it, both sports.
I love it.
Yeah.
I want. I don't have this one on here, but I thought of one while we were talking. What is Coach White like? Not game
Oh,
day.
coach.
Not
Yeah,
game day. Like outside of when he's like about to murder 5 people before he plays.
Coach White's an unbelievable guy.
He's such a
He
good
is. You you can truly come to Coach White and talk about anything, and he's going to be there and give you the best advice you can. Is a like I strive to be as good of a leader at one day as he is. Like
Yeah.
his ability to just lead young players and get them to buy in is second to none in my opinion.
That's the thing
Yeah.
that was like very obvious to me was like you could see every person on the field was like hanging on to
Ride or
every
die,
word he said.
ride or die
Yeah.
for Coach White.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
An honest and like an example of that too is like last year going into the state game, like if it were any other coach, like losing like that the year before, like knowing they're a good team and they like barely lost anyone, like going into that game, like everyone was like, I mean not going in, but like weeks leading prior, like we knew what was coming, like we knew what was gonna happen. Like we knew if we made it to states, we knew who our opponent was gonna be.
Yeah.
And like just like even like weeks leading up, like he'd like send out film to us like of Wells. Like I feel like everyone kind of knew what the given was gonna be.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
crash course. You guys,
Yeah,
yeah,
you guys
yeah.
were both on crash course towards each other.
He had
but like
us.
he had us like convinced like I mean, which I guess any coach should do, but like
Any coach is going to try to do this.
any coach is gonna try to do this, but like he like successfully like convinced us that like we're going in there and we're gonna like beat them.
We're going to roll.
Like
We really thought that we were going to roll Wells, which is like I don't know.
which like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good or bad mentality.
Well, in football, it's a great mentality though,
In football, it's a good mentality until it backfires.
for sure. Football is so much about like being confident though. The second you lose your
Yeah,
confidence in
Yeah.
football,
he
you are screwed.
You can't really play timid or else
he
you're just
he
going to
just
get
gives he gives all of us so much confidence. Like before every game, like he's like you guys are good. Like go play with some
he
swag.
gets me
Like
ready.
I bet. Yeah, I was interested just because like from the outsider's perspective, like you can just see that you guys buy into it.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
it's just interesting to know like what he actually is like. Because I mean, anytime I've talked to him, it's before or after a game, and he's
Yeah.
locked in.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. Unbelievable guy,
yeah.
unbelievable leader. Just someone
And
I strive to be like when I grow
and
up.
honestly, I've noticed this throughout the years. Like he can like like switches like in a good way. Like he switches his personality in the right moments.
Yeah.
Like we'll be like getting locked in and he'll like make us get locked in like pregame and stuff like on the bus.
But we're also able to goof off
But
with
we're
him
and like
if that's the situation.
Yeah.
but then like once it comes game time, like he like gets us locked in first and then like he gets us like ready to go. Like he gets us hyped.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
pregame, like he's like yelling stuff and like getting us ready to go. Like it's just always a good time. He always gets us ready to go. He knows when to say the right stuff and like when people need it.
Yeah. Griff, what kind of whoa, I almost messed up that word bad.
Yeah.
I almost said communication. Communication is do you get in your ear during the game?
Yeah, it's always Coach White. For the most part, it's Coach White
Yeah.
and Coach CV together.
Gotcha.
And they're both always so good. I try to be like an extension of them on
Yeah.
the field. So like if someone else needs to work on something, rather than just yelling it across the field, they're gonna have me relay it. And that's how I get my plays is running to the sideline anyway.
Yeah.
So their communication is top notch. They both have an unbelievable depth of knowledge for the game. Yeah, I feel like I'm always in good hands when I'm on the field if those two are with me.
And you kind of take the de facto leadership role, I have to imagine, especially as the quarterback. You have that, but certainly.
But yeah, I try. I've always tried to be like an extension of the coach and a leader on the field.
I love it. All right, that's all I got for you guys. I appreciate you both being willing to come on and talk to me, even though it took us felt like forever to try and actually link up.
Of course,
At a good
we
time.
got it done.
That was fun. That was good.
I'll give you guys the chance to say anything here at the end. I preface it with it could be, shouting out your social medias if that's what you want to do. It could be some sort of quote that you love or inspirational words you may have. Or it could just be letting us know when the first game is and where we should be to watch it. But it's your floor. You guys both have as much time as you'd like.
Go ahead, brother.
I don't really have much to say. I'm so excited for football. I'm so excited for our home opener. We play Herman and like I think it's more of a self-known thing, but like I feel like us and Herman have like a small rivalry going.
100%. Yeah.
Within the past 3 years, we've played them 3 years in a row.
Yeah, this is gonna be our third.
This is gonna be our third year. They were Coach White's 100th win my sophomore year, and just like there's some underground stuff between us and Herman, and now I want to finish it.
Yeah,
Fair.
we're gonna bury the hatchet.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Get one last word in before you guys go off in the sunset.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay. Anything
Yeah.
else, Griffin? You got anything?
No.
That's it. I'm good.
Home opener on Oaks Field against Herman.
Perfect.
That's all we got.
Sounds good. All right. Obviously, thank you guys again, and to all those that will watch, share it up, do all the things, and we'll see you next time.
Of course.